Ethan was a quiet man, the kind of person who preferred the solitude of books over the noise of social gatherings. His new flat on the third floor seemed perfect, a cozy retreat in the heart of the city. But as the clock struck 3 a.m. on his second night, a faint tapping sound jolted him awake. At first, he dismissed it as the creak of an old building. But the noise repeated the next night. And the next. A week passed, and the tapping became a nightly ritual. One morning, Ethan received a letter addressed to the family upstairs. Confused, he left it outside the vacant flat above him. The next day, another letter appeared, identical in its address but slightly dirty. The tapping grew louder that night, accompanied by faint laughter, like children playing a cruel game. Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. He decided to investigate the flat upstairs, which had been locked since he moved in. Using a spare key provided by the landlord, Ethan entered the apartment. It was cold, dust-laden, and smelled faintly of mildew. In the far corner, he noticed a smaller door hidden behind stacks of old furniture. Its lock was rusted, but the faint tapping now seemed to come from behind it. After breaking the lock, Ethan pushed the door open to reveal a narrow staircase leading up to the attic. The air grew colder as he ascended. At the top, he found a room filled with children's toys, dolls with missing eyes, a rocking horse that swayed on its own, and faint footprints in the dust. As he stepped further in, the laughter he heard at night now echoed clearly, surrounding him. As Ethan tried to leave the attic, the door slammed shut behind him. He felt a chilling presence. The shadows in the attic began to shift, forming the outline of a family, a mother, father, and 2 children. They stood silently, their faces obscured by darkness. "Why did you leave us?" a child's voice whispered, echoing around the room. Ethan stumbled out of the apartment, leaving everything behind. He never returned to the building, but the memories of that night stayed with him. Days later, he received one final letter at his new residence. It read, "We miss you. Come back home."